Nothing quite defines a season like seizing an opportunity. The opportunity that comes when the #1 team in the country comes into your house and you have an opportunity to stake your claim to one of those coveted playoff positions. Glad to have you with us in Memorial Stadium in Lawrence, Kansas, home to the Jayhawks. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Kansas Jayhawks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Jayhawks will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside is 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bulldogs offense will come out first. It's often said quarterback is the most high-profile position in sports, and when you have a guy like this, how could it not be?
Yeah, he's the guy that the defense is going to be keying on. They've had all week long to watch film to get ready for him, but David, when you have his kind of athletic ability and his kind of arm talent, he is so difficult to stop.
Yeah, you can have all week, you can have all season. This guy is so dynamic at the quarterback spot. They trust him. They know what he brings to the table. This offense revolves around what he can do.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left, have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Grabbed behind the line, it's Thompson. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They'll give it to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Odom. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They'll run the toss. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, this secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
Working that left side now. Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Throws to the wideout. Connection to the right. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Second down, he'll throw it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The Jayhawks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Manning. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
That's caught. It's Odom there to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to Brown. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
They go to the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. The Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Backs looking for the goal line. Into the house. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Georgia, 14. Kansas, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snags it on the right. Touchdown, Kansas! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. The receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
Kansas, 7.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to adjust the pattern. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw. It's Manning. Going deep. Reels it in down the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Looking to throw on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. It's caught. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
And how about this offense? Man, they must have used fall camp perfectly. Coming out, firing on all cylinders, smooth, in a rhythm. Great start to the year by this offense.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They want to throw it. And he's all bottled up and now breaks into the open. Defense got it. They're on the run. Touchdown, Georgia. The defense putting points on the board.
What a nice job by the defense. Not only getting the football out, the awareness to scoop it up. I got space, get up the field, a little caravan to the end zone, making the big play. And this offense in game one, man, not only do you give up the turnover, you give up a touchdown, and you haven't scored that many points. They got to get it together.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. USC is putting on an offensive clinic. They've built a big lead, and this one is approaching blowout territory. They're up 14 over Fresno State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
And the Jayhawks will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Manning. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Backed up now, here's second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Throws to the tight end. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third down, he drops to throw. Makes the catch. It's Coleman. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Gonna look downfield again. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The Jayhawks in a good spot here with second and short. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Wants to go up top on first down. Here comes the heat. Took a shot as he threw.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
This time he's got it. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Snap from the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Wilkerson. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the 1st down and more. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Jayhawks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Here we go.
Rides to the back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Jayhawks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Defense in press coverage. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Scanning the field, it's Manning. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, fellas, looks like we've got a great atmosphere there today in Lawrence.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Huge deficit to start this 3rd quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the 2nd half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back?
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
Stands in and takes the hit. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Jayhawks decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd down.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Grabbed behind the line, it's Frazier. Won't back down from anyone. Delivers the blow and gets it to the 29. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
And the extra point splits the uprights.
Kansas, 10.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Nice move there. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. The Jayhawks with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the ground. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now, and it's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down. And the Jayhawks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on 1st down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He did not make it. A stone wall on 3rd down. The Jayhawks send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Fires to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And this running back right now is sending a very clear message. He doesn't want to just be known as a guy that can run around you or run away from you. He wants you to know he can lower the shoulder and get those tough yards if need be.
Fires to the big fella. Open space at the 25. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent and beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You know, the fullback's not going to be a guy that's running routes deep down the field. He's normally just a check down option for the quarterback. You saw it right there, and as a result, it doesn't pick up any yards.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilkerson. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They're trying to find some room off right tackle. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that.
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
3rd down coming up.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
The give to the lone running back. Oh, he's got some space. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
Go straight ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs!
Well, these players came together. I've been so impressed, not just by the talent, but also by their composure. Handling this kind of environment in the first game of the season, this says a lot about the leadership in that locker room.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
56, Kansas, 10.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. And his first throw here is incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida managed to avoid being gator bait by scratching and clawing their way to a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality.
Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Back to pass, it's Marshall. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? They're finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. It's good. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. And one thing we know about this junior signal caller, he is capable of putting on an aerial show. And he's thrown it all over the place. Been a bit of a mismatch, candidly, Jesse.
I think there were high expectations for this guy coming into the year, but I don't know if anyone thought it would look this good. He has been so dialed in today. When he's doing the work during the week leading up to the game, boy, oh boy, it shows up on game day. He's got a lot of talent, but you combine the mental approach to that talent, this guy's virtually unstoppable.
The Dogs line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Kansas offense returns to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And how about the hat trick? Like adding insult to injury. You got him in passing situation. You know what's coming. All I'm doing right now is trying to pad my stats and get those sacks.
To throw, it's Marshall. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Holding. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Rush is on him. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Jayhawks will bring the punt team onto the field. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. The give and tick, 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 tick. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the